Session review. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another session review. Let's go over what happened. So, after entering Shuck Swamp, the team and faced an encounter with a smoke archer. This led our favorite idiot, I'll call them, Cruel Wrench, to drink a smoke vial, which was poisonous, leading them to be poisoned. My idea to not be as punishing was to just allow them to talk to the keeper of the forest they're going to see and help this get remedied. But their idea was to sign a contract with Vicus, the demon that was recently defeated when they defeated Dravina in Riften. Um, so it's a little interesting way that Cruel Wrench went for it, but essentially Cruel Wrench was able to, without the team understanding, have some internal dialogues with both Vicus and PepsiCo, and come to an agreement between the two demons, leading Cruel Wrench to be able to sign a contract with each demon. So this entails that Cruel Wrench has two contracts with PepsiCo, having as their allegiance being with PepsiCo, but she also has one contract with Vicus, which was only signed under the stipulation that a second contract will need to be signed with Vicus in the future, and additionally, Vicus will regain control of half of her previous empire. This is under the stipulation that in the future, Vicus will assist PepsiCo and Cruel Wrench in some kind of battle, in which, assuming they win, PepsiCo will take control of the new force they take over from winning that battle, and Vicus will regain her control of Riften. So the underworld of Riften. So it's a little strange to see. Certainly, I've already talked to Cruel Wrench, and I can assure you all that such a idea is not going to go unchecked. Cruel Wrench is a chaotic neutral character by alignment, but actions like these, horrendous demons control of people and lands, it doesn't really flow with chaotic neutral. It's going pure evil in my mind. So I'm gonna have to tell Cruel Wrench in a way to cool off the brakes. So Cruel Wrench, if you're listening, sorry to hear that, but I think you might not truly understand the fact that you're playing your character in a pure evil mindset, not really a chaotic neutral. Feigning ignorance to the horrors that you're doing doesn't really make them any less evil. So we're gonna have to get into that and work through how that's gonna happen. I have ideas for that, but hopefully we can get to them next session. Either way, this is what all of you should understand going forward. It's very interesting. Normally DMs wouldn't allow a player to sign contracts. I'm okay with it as long as Cruel Wrench is understanding that, you know, one of these demons is going to have to be chosen at some point, or they're going to make the choice one way or the other. But very interesting thing to see. This was all, happened because of the poison that was given to them due to an item they drank from the smoke archer. So that was written in the bottom of the Vicus contract that it would help get rid of the poison. It didn't. It was a way to shoehorn it in for sure, but very interesting stuff. Like I'm definitely not against what occurred here. I'm just gonna try to help mitigate, the rampant abuse of power that's going forward here, and also just help explain how this interaction is gonna occur because I think we're definitely meddling with some difficult waters here, for sure. After that, though, in all of this, and mostly because of just how PepsiCo works, PepsiCo did end up giving Cruel Wrench the PepsiCo emblem. This is something that is given was given to PepsiCo actually based on the artifact that was used by Dravina to help Vicus gain her power. PepsiCo took that artifact, and as you remember, when they went into the vault, PepsiCo took something first, turned it into this emblem, which can be given to Cruel Wrench, which does not require a spell slot. So sorry, this doesn't say it on here, but it does not require a spell slot. It's on the sheet of the item. It just gives a little help, +1 to charisma checks. Creates an aura where people can regain hit points. It allows for a cooling mist. that relieves heat and also grants resistance to fire damage. And also, it is simply just a item that can always be worn, um, you know, to show the power of PepsiCo and to show their allegiance to the pact. So obviously, this is more obvious to people that we are a PepsiCo enjoyer now. It's outwardly facing the world with a few benefits that can definitely be used to help against certain attacks. Also, the smoke form vial was achieved. So the vial that I created from the Mist Ninja was altered by Diogen. For some reason, I have no idea why. It was just decided, let's just fucking change it. Because, like, even though I pleaded that I thought it was so good, they were like, fuck it. Let's just change it. So they changed it. And it turned into this, which I made a ChatGPT mostly helped me because asking your DM to change magical items and their benefits on the fly is absurd. But luckily, I am willing to roll the punches. Changes you into a smoke based character. On a bonus action, you can toggle being smoked form and not being smoked form. It also allows you to teleport within shadows or within your smoke. And this leaves puffs of smoke which can disorient enemies. So it's a pretty powerful thing that allows you to essentially come in and out of being a smoke being. It essentially allows you to be almost like invulnerable for the 10 minutes that it goes for. Next, oh, I didn't change the top of the slide. I don't care. This is one take. They met Shrek in this little swamp house. So they saw Shrek, saw what he was doing on, and they essentially said, hi, he is the keeper of the forest. They were able to interact with the keeper of the forest, have a good time seeing him. Shrek was down in his luck, drinking his heart out, absolutely shattered after it. He was determined that for some reason, Shrek was not able to use his powers the way he was. He's not able to do what he needs to do for the forest. He was down in his luck because of that. The group had some chat with him, learned a little bit about Shrek's past, how he was the keeper of the forest, but now these elf beings are stopping him from using his full powers, and he's just watching his forest fall into disarray and he's becoming sad. But he feels some confidence in the team, but he told them that he would only help them do what they're going to do, and he would only be willing to stand up to essentially the bullies that are taking over the forest with them if they're able to prove their might by killing the eel ninja or eel wizard that they had been talking about. As they talked about the eel wizard that infected the bear so long ago, it feels at this point, and he explained to them if they can go and kill him and bring him, if he can bring the head to him, then he will believe they are strong and he will work with them. So they have a way that they need to go find Shrek. That being first, they first ran into the slime wizard. They all were convinced this was the eel wizard. It was not. It was a random encounter. The slime wizard who uses slime and slime to attack. Who is actually a person who worked with the gluttony demon, interestingly enough, someone that PepsiCo told Cruel Wrench they should try to kill, not for the big battle that it would involve Vicus, but simply as it would be beneficial to them if they could take out another demon in the ranks. And the slime ninja, while they were walking through this dark, dreary, slimy part of the forest, came out of the woodwork and essentially asked to fight them. In doing so, after some time, they were able to defeat the slime ninja, and in doing so, they went to this little obelisk in the middle, and they were able to find these items here. These are the slime gauntlets. I will change the names of these slides. Don't worry about it. These are pretty interesting. They essentially allow the user to cast shield on themselves, um, or a slime shield on themselves, which you can grant resistances to all damage, which is pretty useful. You can also absorb a life force of a dying enemy to gain, or dying like life being to regain some HP, which is also pretty interesting sustain. Definitely a little evil in there. Might not be good by like a lawful good person, but still, nothing is entirely evil about what's going on. They also allow you to have advantage on strength checks for grappling or holding monsters, and you can also spider climb up walls while having the gauntlets because their stickiness. But they do also have a negative. If you want to use the gauntlets abilities, you must succeed a DC 15 saving throw or become stuck to any surface, such as something you're trying to like, someone you're trying to grapple to, or something you're trying to, or something while you're trying to climb. Um, and if you're stuck to a surface, your movement is reduced by 10, and any action to break it requires an athletics checks of a DC 14. So, pretty interesting, defensive with some help, with some sustain, and additionally, just the ability of being able to climb up walls and also have these strength checks is pretty interesting to see. I'm pretty interested in seeing who might want to use these. I think they're pretty powerful what they have. They have some negatives, have some positives, but definitely willing to see. So yep, that was the best I could do. So sorry, it's been a little busy. Just wanted to get one of these out here before tomorrow. So I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'm very excited to see all of my players here tomorrow. If you guys didn't know, we had a Halloween party for D&D. All of the players dressed up as their characters. They were fantastic. Everyone looks so good. I'm hoping maybe at some point we can do an in-person D&D session to have those costumes come out. So we'll see. Maybe we can send some of that information in. Maybe get some recordings of it. Be super cool. But yeah, thanks for listening. Have a good one. See you.